In this video, we will make a practice of separation of the pigments of spinach leaf by using the technique called column chromatography and thin layer chromatography. Chromatography is a physical method of separation of mixtures. In this, there is a stationary and a mobile phase. For thin layer chromatography, it will be necessary to have the next materials and reagents: sheets of filter paper, aluminum plates, pipettes, mortar and pestle, and some solvents: acetone, ethanol, chloroform, hexane, ethanol, acetone, chloroform, acetone, hexane, acetone, and chloroform. Extract from spinach and sodium sulfate. Since we have the spinach pieces, we proceed to add 4 millimeters of hexane and 2 millimeters of ethanol. Now, using the mortar with pestle, crush the leaves of spinach previously prepared. The organic phase is transferred from the milling of spinach leaves to a test tube with a stopper. Then we shouldn't move it during 10 minutes. In this video, you can see the separation of the organic solution of the extract of spinach, this depending on the density of the organelles contained in each phase. The color difference between the phases shows the presence of different pigments. We must add to the spinach extract a little anhydrous sodium sulfate using a spatula. After it, we must shake the tube. It carries out the preparation of solvents, should not count on them. The development of filter paper plates in aluminum is carried out using the measures marked. The plates are marked on the sides where will be added the sample extract of spinach. It adds a little of sample using a Pasteur pipette. Plates are placed in bakers containing each of the solvents. These are covered with a watch glass. It's expected to run the sample to separate. It's chosen as the best solvent the one in which the sample presents more colors and in which the sample has traveled a greater distance. The solvents chosen were hexane and hexane chloroform. The hexane and hexane chloroform were used as solvents in 2 aluminum plates, as shown in extract containing spinach. The best separation was chloroform with hexane, which is the best solvent. Using the measures of distance traveled by the solvent and the sample, we calculated the RF. RF equals distance traveled by the sample divided by distance traveled by the solvent. As shown, using hexane chloroform solvent was possible to separate or blend of spinach extract, can identify the pigments, chlorophyll, etc. Column chromatography. The first step is packing the column. For this is used a syringe. The silica is used as the stationary phase and placed in the middle of the carbon tops, which act as filters. Add ethanol to clean the column. Since ethanol is consumed, we proceed to add the spinach extract. We wait until the column was clean. While doing this, we also must be collecting the separated liquid column in test tubes. The separation of the pigments in the tubes wasn't really clear due to the high affinity that the solvent had for all pigments. As we see, the chromatography is a separation method very cheap and easy to perform. We hope that our explanation has been helpful. Thanks.